Tis cracking, folks. It is I, CFK Kuro, here to bring you some more TEW 2016 WCW. It lives again. Tonight, The Bash, formerly known as both the Great American Bash and the Bash at the Beach, we have combined them into The Bash, held in June. I might change this to July next year to have more connotation with the Great American Bash and less with Bash at the Beach, especially since it's not even summertime in June, the second week of June. Anyways, we have a full show for you tonight, so I will get right into it. The show opens with Eric J. Moore and their security, the Enforcers, in the ring, welcoming everybody to the Pepsi Center here. It's going to be a fun night. Hope everybody's ready for some exciting action. Let's start the show off with a bang. So, video package for the Wrath and Envy feud, detailing their times back in Evil, almost a year ago. Almost a year ago. Wrath started the group. Envy was one of the founding members of it. But things took a turn for the worse as Wrath became more and more unhinged. What led to the breaking point was Sean Stasiak, formerly known as Pride, along with Lust, formerly known as Stacy Keibler, formerly known as Lust, leaving the group to join the $1 Million Corporation, which caused Wrath to go a bit nuts. And during the time of abuse, Envy said he had enough, but he was kicked out of the group, and now he is seeking to quell his past demons and past transgressions. So let's get into the match, and good start. In an exceptional match, Envy defeated Wrath in 15:59 when Wrath got disqualified after going into an attacking rage. Who would knew Wrath would have anger issues? All bonuses, except for locker room morale. We even have like our lesser ref and road agent still did really good. Afterwards, Wrath continues the assault. Eric has to get security, and it takes them forever to manage to usher out Wrath. But in his wake, Envy is left bloodied and battered. We have a video package for the League of Nations versus Alex Wright and America's Most Wanted feud, which starts 2 months ago when the League of Nations first formed, with Lance Storm and Kaz Hayashi, soon joined by Samoa Joe, who interfered in Lance and Kaz's match against Alex Wright and then tag team partner Disco Inferno. Disco Inferno has been very untrusting of Alex Wright, considering he is of German descent from Germany, and League of Nations insist on him joining them. A few miscommunications here and there have led to the current dissolution of the team. However, in Disco Inferno's wake, James Storm and Chris Harris, America's Most Wanted, decided to take up the banner for America because League of Nations continue to insist that Americans are a bunch of petty and weak fools, to which James Storm and Chris Harris have exceptional what's the word I'm looking for? They can't fuck with that vision. So they're there to kick some ass. What are these changes? Someone's gimmick? Shoot. Hold up. Let me read this properly. Nope. In about that decent wrestling, didn't have much heat. Lance Storm League of Nations defeated Alex Wright, America's Most Wanted, in 12:21. At the very beginning of the match, Disco Inferno's music hits. Alex Wright turns around to see what's the deal, but Lance Storm catches him with a quick super kick and roll up for the 1-2-3. At the very beginning of the match, it's already 2-on-3. Alex Wright is very confused about what's going on and heads to the back to find Disco. While American Most Wanted try their best to win this match, even though the odds are severely against them. Chris Harris gets pinned after about 10 minutes of struggle, and James Storm looks like he's about to make a rally when he makes a pinfall elimination on Kaz Hayashi. However, Samoa Joe locks him in the Coquina Clutch, and he is submitted, and that is all she wrote. Continue. We have a video package for the World Tag Team Championship match between the $1 Million Corporation and the Second City Saints. Hey, dog, can you stop scratching so loudly, please? Thank you. This goes back to the Crockett Cup Tag Team Tournament, where in the semifinals, Palumbo and Stasiak cheated to win and defeat CM Punk and Colt Cabana. Afterwards, CM Punk and Colt Cabana won a match to become the new #1 contenders for the Tag Team Championships, and they're ready to make things even. Ted DiBiase has tried multiple times to create friction between the two, as he has done many times before with the use of his overwhelming amount of currency. However, Punk and Cabana are not going to budge at all. They're not in wrestling for the money. They're in it not for the glory. They're in it for themselves. They're in it for their self-respect and the belief that they are the best in the world at what they do. And tonight, they'll try to prove it. And, in a good match, the $1 Million Corporation defeated the Second City Saints in 9:51 when Stasiak defeated CM Punk by pinfall. I might have forgotten to make this actually 2 out of 3 falls. It's named 2 out of 3 falls, but I don't think it says 2 out of 3 falls in the actual match description. Anyways, the first pinfall goes to $1 Million Corporation when Stasiak managed to get Punk in what's a torture rack where he submits. Second pinfall is CM Punk managed to get Stasiak in a triangle chokehold where he submits. And in the final pinfall, Stasiak defeats Palumbo defeats Cabana after a minor interference from Stacy Keibler. And yeah, it looked really good. Well, Punk looked really good. Good bonuses. Only problems are Palumbo holding back and low locker morale. Punk. Why are you guys holding back on the match on the pay-per-view? You nitwits. Video package for the Cruiserweight Championship featuring Chavo Guerrero Jr. and the Hurricane. The history for this build goes back actually quite a bit when the Hurricane finally defeated Greed. Billy Kidman, formerly known as Greed, for the Cruiserweight Championship, where he took a nasty bump to his knee, which he has been rehabbing for a long time. Last month, he had a title defense against Jamie Noble, who targeted that knee and very nearly stole the title away from the Hurricane, but he persevered. Chavo Guerrero won the #1 contendership and has also been targeting this knee. It was at a point where we were uncertain if the Hurricane would be able to compete tonight, but the Hurricane says that have no fear, the Hurricane is always here. He will be here tonight. He will defend the Cruiserweight Championship to show what happens when you stand up to justice, or something of the sorts. Chavo is not convinced. He thinks this will be a cakewalk. And in a bout that had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, the Hurricane defeated Chavo Guerrero Jr. in 6:42 by pinfall with a roll-up. The Hurricane makes his fifth #3 of his WCW Cruiserweight title. The story of this match is Chavo's going for submissions on the knee bars, figure fours, Boston crabs, half crabs. And just during one of those attempts, the Hurricane just flips around and 1, 2, 3. Backstage, Eric Bischoff was panicking a little bit. He had originally intended to give, well, one of the spots in the tournament, one of the spots in World War III belonged to Envy, but he is no longer able to compete. He runs into Sean O'Haire and he says, the heck. Sean, guess what? You're in. So, Sean O'Haire will be taking Envy's spot. The video package for the Hardcore Championship match. Not a whole lot to say. Just very brutal hardcore matches between two big dudes swinging big metals. And, okay, don't say big woods. That doesn't work. And in a decent match, Hernandez defeated Hugh Morris in 8:46 by pinfall. Hernandez makes defense number 2 of his WCW Hardcore title. It's a hardcore match, I know. Video package for World War III, including various competitors of high caliber that are involved in this match, including Sting, Shane Douglas, Diamond Dallas Page, Ric Flair, Mark Jindrak, Rey Mysterio Jr., AJ Styles, and the aforementioned Sean O'Haire. Now I'm going to pause real quick, and we'll be right back with that match. Oops, never mind, totally forgot. J. Mark Cujo and Lillian Garcia explain the rules of the match. 30 competitors, 3 rings, 10 men in each ring. You are eliminated by pinfall or submission. Once each ring has 1 competitor left, the 3 competitors will move to the center ring, where it will continue on as an elimination triple threat match, wherein the final person to score a victory by pinfall or submission will become the new WCW World War III champion, winner of the World War III. It will be granted a world title match at any pay-per-view that they desire. And then the match. Okay, in a decent match, Shane Douglas won World War III in 45:04. The other members of the final 3 were AJ Styles and Diamond Dallas Page, with AJ Styles being the final elimination. Sean O'Haire got the most eliminations over the course of the match, clearing out 8 competitors in his ring, only to be tossed out at the last second by Ric Flair, only to be tossed out at the last second by the eventual winner, Shane Douglas. Okay, what are the story elements that happened? You have the Animal versus Jamie Noble, where Animal pins Jamie Noble. Gangrel and Ernest the Cat Miller, where Ernest the Cat gains upper hand temporarily before both are tossed out by Chuck Palumbo. Chuck Palumbo, who's he eliminated by? I think Chuck gets eliminated by Ray. No, Chuck gets eliminated by Billy Gunn. Yeah, Billy Gunn. And then in the third, he gets eliminated by Diamond Dallas Page. And in the third ring, the important story elements are Billy Kidman's accompanied to the ring by Torrie Wilson. Rey Mysterio gets eliminated by... No, Mark Jindrak gets eliminated by Rey Mysterio. No. Yeah. Mark Jindrak gets eliminated by Rey Mysterio, who gets eliminated by AJ Styles. I think that's all that's important. Pretty much. Afterwards, Shane Douglas celebrates. He says that with this World War III championship contract, I'm going to do what should have been done a long time ago. How I'm going to right this wrong that has been wrong for so long. Because the franchise has never main evented Starrcade. So my plan is that me, Shane Douglas, the franchise, will main event Starrcade and come out of it your WCW World Heavyweight Champion. Yeah. Video package for Booker T and Jeff Jarrett's World Heavyweight Championship match, as well as their entrances, and please match don't suck. Woo! Good match. An exceptional match. Jeff Jarrett defeated Booker T in 22-22 when Booker T could not beat a 10 count. clean. Jeff Jarrett makes defense number 2 of the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. And afterwards, Booker T, you can just see disappointment in his eyes. Poor Booker. Poor Booker. 85. That was a good show. Let me make a speech. Jeff, good job. Who else did really good? What's the best segment? Was the Assault? World War 3 wasn't so hot. You know what? I'm gonna say Shane Douglas. Look, I'm a good. You're awesome, Shane. Look, Shane Douglas has pulled out great matches against average opponents throughout this entire story so far. This whole thing, whole shindig, this whole fantasy book, this whole book of fantasies. I've decided to give him an opportunity to show that he really is the franchise. So he's going to be told he's awesome. And Rick. Give him some encouragement. Because Rick was upset about the World War III. He wants to have one more shot at the top, but I feel like it's a bad time for him to do it. So, you know. Jeff's please, Shane's please, Rick's please. Alright. Woo! Alright. Chris Benoit wins an award for best technical wrestler in the world. I want Chris B, but I kind of don't want Chris B. But, you know. Anyways, thanks for watching, folks. We come back next. We will have the aftermath of the Bash and the lead up to Mayhem, I think. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. Bye-bye.